What are my options for paying for long-term care in the state of Michigan? Hi, my name is Mike Rakowski, estate planning, asset protection, and elder law attorney in Michigan. So let's talk about the 4 most common ways to pay for long-term care. We're talking about skilled care in the state of Michigan. This is an average of anywhere between $10,000 and $15,000 per month. And so let's dive into those 4 different main ways to pay for long-term care. The first way is just a private pay. So this is using the money that you've saved up over your lifetime to now pay for long-term care. So just take the amount that you've saved up. You can use an average of somewhere between $10,000 and $15,000 per month to see how long would that money last if you had to pay for long-term care. Now know this, on average, most people are going to be in long-term care at some point in their life, and on average, a long-term care stay is approximately 3 years. So that's a good way to do the math, is take the 3 years, multiply it by the $15,000 per month, and that should be the amount that you should plan in the event that you need long-term care to cover that stay. So private paying is the first option. The second option I like to talk about is friends or family to pay for this long-term care. Now, it seems a little strange to even think about that, but I can't tell you how often families come into our office, talk to us about planning strategies for long-term care, and tell us that they've been spending the $10,000 to $15,000 per month. They've just been dividing it up between the children. So let's just say the monthly bill is $10,000 and there's 4 kids. Those 4 kids are each spending $2,500 per month for mom or dad's long-term care. Now I know this is a situation we would never want to put our kids into, but I wanted to mention it here because I just see that happening way too often. The third way to pay for long-term care is long-term care insurance. So long-term care insurance has been around a long time. If you have a long-term care insurance policy that you got in the late 1990s, early 2000s, and you're paying anywhere between $200 and $400 a month for an unlimited benefit, those things are like a golden ticket, and I rarely see anything like that anymore. Over the years, insurance companies have constantly been sending letters to their clients and asking them a couple questions. They ask them, do you want us to increase your premium? Because if we keep it at where it's at, we're going to either reduce the daily rate of coverage or we're going to reduce the term in which the coverage lasts. So for a daily rate of coverage, we want to be looking at anywhere between $300 and $600 per day. And I've seen some long-term care insurance policies reduced all the way down to about $50 a day, which really isn't going to barely even get you going, get you started. So be looking at what's your daily rate of coverage and then how long is that term. I've also seen families reduce down to 6 months to a year, where at the outset they were covered for 5 years. So you got to be aware of what policy you have if you have that. I know in the financial space, they're really trying to solve this problem. I've seen riders on annuities that can cover long-term care insurance. So if that's something you're interested, always consult with your financial professional. I can always link you up with someone if that's what you're looking to do. We have a plethora of resources when it comes to CPAs, financial advisors, so we can always help you out there. And the fourth and final way, which this is where elder law attorneys can add the most value, can help you out to solve this problem, is utilizing the Medicaid and VA aid and attendance pension benefit. And we'll get into that in depth in another video, but it's a great way to cover that long-term care insurance. They look at assets, income, and disability when determining whether someone qualifies. Again, in another video, we'll really get into that. So make sure to subscribe to this to make sure to get those updates. But that's another great way where we can utilize the Medicaid and VA aid and attendance to cover those costs so that we don't have to come out of pocket. So many rules around that. We'll get into that in another video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Share it if you know someone that might benefit from reading this content or listening to this audio, and hope to bring you guys more in the future. Again, Mike Rakowski, Estate Planning, asset protection and elder law attorney.